guys, welcome to the Haunted Valley. Today I thought I would do a small video because I stopped at the library and picked up some books that were waiting for me. I got the Fear Street cheerleading books, and I remember these from middle school. So we have The First Evil. So these are all R.L.Stine, and they are all his Fear Street collection. R.L.Stine wrote the Goosebumps books, and I was in 5th grade when they came out. My teacher had them in the room we used to have a reading time, and you could go pick anything from the shelves, bring it back, and you'd read it and keep it in your desk until you were done with it, that kind of thing. So I read all the books that she had at the time, and I was not very impressed with them, which I know probably is not a popular opinion, but I thought they were too childish for me, and I gravitated toward these Fear Street books. I remember going to the library a lot, not the school library, the actual town library, and you'd walk in the doors, you'd hang a right, and you would be in the adult side of the library, and Stephen King books were right down in that area. I used to get those a lot. And then if you kept going all the way to the back wall, there were several racks of paperbacks, and I just devoured these. I checked them all out, looked for new ones all the time. That was, a lot of the fun. And I didn't buy very many, which kind of bothers me now, but at the time, I was fine with just getting them from the library. Now I really wish that I had purchased more of them. I know that I have at least one on hand right now. I have Halloween Night, and that one I know I have because I posed Cricket with it as though she was reading it. I'll see if I can insert a photo. But that one is definitely somewhere in the house. I did have some of the cheerleading books. I don't know why these were my absolute favorite of the Fear Street, but something about the possession and the fact that I wasn't a big fan of cheerleading, I don't know, something about it. Love them all. So my intention is to read through these and just see if they're anything like I remember. Also from Fear Street, they had those thicker books, because these are really, really quick reads. This one is 166 pages. So they had thicker books, and I think those were called Chillers. I was very in love with a Christmas one. It was, I think it was Silent Night, something like that. Loved that book, and I think I owned that one, but I don't know if I sold these at a garage sale or what. So anyway, let me show you these. I got off on this huge tangent. So this is Cheerleaders, The First Evil. It says, when the cheers turn to screams. So you got that. I love that little pom-pom. And this says, give me a D.I.E. Newcomers Corky and Bobby Corcoran want more than anything to make the cheerleading squad at Shadyside High, but as soon as the Corcoran sisters are named to the team, terrible things happen to the cheerleaders. The horror starts with a mysterious accident near the Fear Street Cemetery. Soon after, piercing screams echo through the empty school halls, and then the ghastly murders begin. Can Corky and Bobby stop the killer before the entire cheerleading squad is destroyed? Then we have Cheerleaders, The Second Evil, Cheers from the Grave. It says, out of the grave. Corky Corcoran is sure it's just her imagination when she sees her dead sister rise from the grave, or is it? Corky is trying to put the nightmare of Bobby's death behind her. She's back on the Shadyside cheerleading squad and has become friends with Kimmy and Deborah. But everything is not back to normal for Corky. She hears horrible screams in the gym, her friend has become obsessed by the occult, and a strange young man is following her. And then the murders begin again. Has the evil spirit from the Fear Street Cemetery returned to destroy them one by one? Now this is the one that I remember definitely owning. This is the third evil. It says, fight, 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 or die, die, die. It's back! Did the evil spirit really leave Kimmy's body? The cheerleaders of Shadyside High can still feel its dark presence, and Corky knows that it is out there, somewhere close, and getting closer. Corky is tormented night after night by dreams of her dead sister Bobby. What terrifying message is Bobby trying to tell her? When the evil begins again, more horrible, more gruesome than ever, Corky knows it's up to her to learn the century-old secrets and destroy the evil spirit's power for good. But so many have died already. Will Corky be next? Then, I remember this cover. Oh, and here we go. It's a super chiller. Cheerleaders, the new evil. Season's greetings, the evil is back. So we've got that. And so this is why I was talking about how it's a little bigger. But this one, I don't really remember. I remember this cover, but I don't know if I read this one. Gone Forever. Corky and the Shadyside cheerleaders are sure that the evil spirit is destroyed. The terror is over. Then Hannah is mysteriously thrown through the car window and Naomi is nearly burned to death. One horrifying accident after another. And now Corky can no longer keep her greatest fear to herself. The evil is back. But where is it? Corky, Kimmy, and Deborah aren't waiting to find out. They have a plan to draw the evil out, draw it out, and destroy it for good. Unless, of course, the evil destroys them first. First evil was published in 1992. The second evil, also 1992. And the third evil, 1992. And this other one, 1994. So, I mean, just think of the amount of stuff that R.L.Stine churned out. This is insane if you really stop to think about it. So, we have other books by him listed here. Give me a second to look at those. So we had the regular Fear Street books. Then we had the Fear Street Saga. Fear Street Cheerleaders has their own little section. Fear Street Super Chiller. Okay, the one that I was talking about is called Silent Night. And there's a Silent Night 2, which I don't know if I remember that one. And then he has other novels. He's got 4 other novels. So just looking at this in 1992, which is crazy, there's just a ton of books. He really churned these out. I mean, wow. Also, I remember reading Christopher Pike, and I seem to remember, I could be wrong, I haven't read one of his books in a very long time. His were a lot more adult. These were kind of like what I would consider the mid-teen type books. So you'd have the Goosebumps, which I felt geared toward elementary kids. These, I feel, are kind of like middle school and high school, early high school. And then the Christopher Pike books were kind of like, you know, older kids, like 16 and up type books, because I think there was a lot of sex in them. I could be wrong. Sex and violence. I just requested one of his books from the library, so once that comes in, I will share it with you. So I'm going to read all 4 of these, and I'll probably do some sort of a review on them. Maybe we'll read little bits of it or something, I don't know. But I was so excited about this, and I remember these covers so well. It's really weird. And I mean, they're just so perfect and spooky, and I don't know. They gave me great joy as a child, and we will find out what I think of them now. But that is it. Have a spooky day.